Imagine looking down into crystal blue water and seeing rooftops, streets, and even a church steeple beneath the surface. A city that once thrived, now buried under a lake. This isn't a legend, it's real. And what's more haunting is that people are still living around it, walking the same ground where thousands were forced to abandon everything. This is the story of old Bluffton, Texas, the town that drowned and then came back. Back in the 1930s, the US government wanted to control the flooding of the Colorado River. They promised progress, electricity, jobs, irrigation. The people of Bluffton believed it would change their lives for the better. They were right, but not in the way they hoped. The plan was to build Lake Buchanan, one of Texas's first major reservoirs, and to do that, Bluffton had to disappear. Families were given weeks to leave the homes their grandparents built. Imagine watching strangers mark your door with paint, a sign that your house was next to be swallowed by rising water. People dug up graves to move loved ones to higher ground. Horses, tools, furniture, all left behind as the water began to rise. By 1937, Bluffton was gone, its church bells silenced under a man-made lake. For decades, no one saw the town again. It became a ghost story locals told, a myth beneath the waves. Fishermen would say they saw shadows of chimneys below the surface, or heard faint church bells ringing underwater on windless nights. Then came the drought of 2011. Lake Buchanan receded to one of its lowest levels in history. And there it was, Bluffton, emerging from the deep like a ghost returning home. Crumbling foundations, rusted cars, fences, even sidewalks reappeared. For the older residents, it was like stepping back into childhood memories, walking streets they thought were gone forever. But the eerie part? Everything was still there, just stained by time and water, like a memory the earth refused to let go of. Archaeologists and historians rushed in to document the remains, but nature had other plans. Before they could finish, rain returned, and the waters swallowed Bluffton once more. Today, the new town of Bluffton stands nearby, higher, safer, and drier. But the old one, it sleeps quietly beneath the lake, frozen in time. It's said that when the water drops low enough, you can still see the outlines of buildings beneath the ripples, silent witnesses to a promise that drowned an entire town. And that's what makes Bluffton hauntingly unique. It's not a ghost town in the desert. It's a ghost town underwater, perfectly preserved in the darkness below. Maybe one day, when the drought returns and the water fades again, Bluffton will rise once more, just long enough to remind us how fragile progress can be, and how quickly history can vanish beneath the surface.